Good morning. It's another cold one. I got a cold battery alert on the GoPro, but it is about 24 degrees right now and about 8 a.m. It's actually not too bad. I checked the thermometer and it got down to 15 degrees around 1 a.m. and then it's actually been moving up pretty much since then. So I'm hoping we break freezing, like get above freezing for a little while. And yesterday we actually got above freezing for a little while. It's quite amazing. So I gotta get the day started, and today we're gonna head up towards Blood Mountain, but we're gonna stay at a shelter just south of Blood Mountain. There's a whole 8-mile region over there where we're not supposed to camp without a beer canister between March 1st and like September or something like that. But it's not March, it's still January. So we're gonna go up there, camp out, and then I made the decision yesterday. I'm gonna stop in at Blood Mountain Cabins tomorrow night. I was gonna just go by and just go straight to Helen as my first like warm place to stay. But I realized I'm doing like 12-mile days, and if I get to Helen, it's gonna be 6 videos to edit, and that's hard in one day. So I'm gonna stop at Blood Mountain where it's warm, just warm everything up, charge all my batteries, and yeah, charge myself up too. Take a hot shower and just work on a few videos. Even if I don't upload them, as long as I get them done, that saves me probably like 6 to 8 hours of work right there, so I don't stay up till 3 in the morning in Helen. So when I get to Helen, I should only have a few days and I can actually eat and stuff like that. But all right, let's take care of morning chores, meaning visits to the privy, and pack up and get going. I didn't show you what the privies look like at the last shelter, but here it is at Gooch Mountain Shelter. There's some big branches on the top, but just it's actually huge in there. I mean, it's funny, there's like a ramp for wheelchair access or something, but it's gigantic in there. If they put a divider, they could put two toilets in there. But it's a pretty nice one. It doesn't smell at all, by the way, when it's 25 degrees. And the same applied to the other one. There were reports that the last privy was really smelly, but it didn't smell at all because it was 15 degrees. I read a sign in there that said, do not hang bear bags, because the bears have learned if they just shake this cable real hard, that sometimes it'll just pop off the hooks and they get fed that way. It doesn't look very high either, but I hung it and then read the sign this morning. But I think the Z-Packs ones will pop off if you don't use the alternative, like the backup solution with the carabiner and the string. If you use just the plastic clips, they would definitely pop off. I'll show you. The bags are held in place by this clip, so even if they shake it really hard, this should block it from falling out. But notice all the weight is on the plastic clips, and you'll notice the way the hook is shaped, it will actually squeeze in on the sides of the plastic clips and it'll pop it open. So the best bet is use a backup method if you're gonna hang it, because then it won't pop open, or if it pops open, it'll stay up there. So all these shelters I've been at so far, I can stand up in between these slats and be fine. There's still plenty of room. I'm 5'6". If you're about 5'10", you're gonna hit your head on this. But I would hit my head on this. But if you're about 5'4", 5'3", you won't hit it. So Tina, you can walk around the shelters all you want and not hit your head at all. You're like this. Just perfectly safe. I wonder why they chose those heights. But yeah. Huh.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch them stars fall. But you don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you, oh quiet. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know.
Look at the icicles up there. They're huge. Nice.
Well, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be.
I'm now coming up to Woody Gap. I always thought the gaps were all down, but this was a mix of up and down. They're kind of high for a gap, but there's a whole bunch of cars there. Most cars I've seen yet. And I hear cars driving by. Dogs barking. I passed a couple of day hikers earlier. I was wondering where they were starting from, but not too far actually. Lots of cars, oh my gosh. It's only been 2 days, Jay, settle down.
Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell worry goodbye.
More waterproof socks, but I really don't need them, so I'm gonna take them off.
It's what we choose to be. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell worry goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we
Preacher's Rock was really busy, so I just kept going and followed a blue blaze after a little while, and it led me up to this viewpoint here all by myself. It looks like people camped here. There are campfire ring, or there's a campfire ring, and over there's a nice level area. So if you really want to camp out, there's a way to go. It's a little breezy though, but I bet it's amazing sunsets. This may be the first time I've seen one of these blazes on this trail. I've seen straight above each other, meaning you can go straight, but this one has a mark on the right. So the trail I thought was going to kind of lead up that way, but then I saw this blaze and then it goes to the right. Hello. Yeah, so if you see this, it means hook a right. This way. Hey, look who I bumped into. I was walking along the trail and I saw this guy setting up and I was like, that hat looks familiar. I know Marty's ahead of me because he's number 40 and I'm number 41. So I just sat there and watched it until he put up his tent and I yelled out, is one of you Marty? And he yelled out, yeah, and then there he is. He has his own YouTube channel as well. He does 360 videos as well.
Yep.
That's a lot of data and a lot of battery.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got a hell of a camera, and you
yeah.
shoot hell of a good video. So I can never keep up with him, but you do a great job.
My first day, the batteries on this were dead though, most of the day. But yeah, it's first YouTuber and first other hiker that I knew the name of to meet on trail. So number one, hopefully we'll see a bunch more as we go along. And today is just a beautiful day.
It is.
So,
and I was telling him earlier, I was about to call it quits. Yesterday was such a miserable day.
like quits?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
And then my shuttle driver that was reading it, she gave me a pep talk. I already texted her, I said that was the best pep talk ever. You need to go into motivational speaking.
Wow.
Because it was good. It really helped out.
All right. Well, check out his YouTube channel. We're gonna just chat a little bit more here. These things always intrigue me. Just these giant, like scabs on a tree. What's in there, you know? Like just something juicy and tasty? Nah. This is a big one. I mean, check out. Hello there. Let's go through story time as we walk on this relatively flat portion of the trail here. So the first night, it just got colder and colder throughout the night until it was 14.7 degrees in the shelter. Cold. I didn't use my sleeping bag liner. I just slept no socks, and my feet they're actually okay until the morning. Generally in the morning my metabolism's much lower and I always get a little colder. But my feet were cold in the morning, and for a bit there I wish I wore socks. Second night, it dipped down to about 15 degrees around 1 a.m. I used a sleeping bag liner, but I did not wear socks. And my feet were warm the whole night, except again in the morning. Oddly enough, after 1, temperature went back up to about 28 degrees or 24 degrees. It just, towards 5 o'clock, my body's just cold no matter what I'm doing. It's just the metabolism drops so much. But interesting, no socks yet. And I don't know if that's gonna be the coldest I face. Maybe. The second night was more miserable because I was trying to protect my water bottle from freezing. So I had a cold water bottle next to me until about 1. And then I was kind of cold, so I gave up on that and kicked it out of my quilt. And fortunately enough, it didn't freeze. I guess the latent warmth from my body mixed with the rising temperatures didn't freeze it. So I lucked out this morning. I had actual water to drink. And today has just been beautiful. Sunny, clear, amazing. Kind of cold and windy, especially in the morning, but I think tonight's supposed to get okay. Maybe 20s? I don't know. I have no clue. All I know is I'm not going to wear socks. I'll probably use a sleeping bag liner again. Yeah. On a side note, by the way, because I was so cold in the morning, I wasn't producing any moisture, so my sleeping bag has been dry both days now. It's pretty nice. It's not nice that you're waking up cold for the last 2 hours in the morning, but your sleeping bag is nice and dry. So I think I decided to call this episode Buns of Jello, because in the morning and descending uphill, my thighs and butt are just jello. They don't have much in them. And I don't know if you get the joke. The older people will know, people that grew up in the 80s, but there used to be a series of aerobics videos called like abs of steel, buns of steel, thighs of steel. But I never did get to the steel part. Maybe at the end of this trail, but for now, Jello it is. I like Jello though. Kind of want some Jello. Okay, I did my good deed for today. When I got here, there was nothing coming out of this little PVC pipe. It was just loose and kind of sitting there with this rock on it, which is fine. But all the water was just going around it, so I stacked up a whole bunch of rocks right here. I think I could do a better job. There's still a lot of water coming through, but I might put a few more. I should put more small rocks in there before I put the big ones in. We'll see. But it's coming out nicely now. That's like at least 2 liters a minute there. Nice. Here we are at the shelter for tonight. I forget the name of it right now, but it's 0.4 miles off from the AT, so it was quite a hike actually. And there's nobody here, and I don't think there's gonna be too many people here. If anybody else shows up, I think it's more likely going to be like a section hiker, because what kind of through hiker would walk 0.8 extra miles? The bonus is, I thought because in this area during the spring summer months you're supposed to use a bear canister to camp here. I thought there was gonna be nothing here, but there's a bear container, so I get to put my bear bag in there, so I don't have to strap it to a tree and get, I don't know, stuff all over it, I guess. But nice and easy. First things first, let's set up the bed and then we'll eat, because it's still bright, and just let the quilt kind of loft up a little while I'm eating. The first thing I do when I get to camp is send out a camping out here message, so my girlfriend and my parents will know where I am. I'm actually shocked the opening faces kind of south. Looks like we're gonna get a good sunset here. I might set this up for a time lapse and then get dinner ready. Through all the trees, but I think, yeah, there's a lack of clouds, so it won't be as pretty, but I think it'll still be nice. each night I lay all these out, and it's what I need to do each night. 3 pills and a little towelette to wash my face and my feet. I almost popped that towel in my mouth, and I think by the end of this trip, at some point, I'm gonna try to swallow that thing. I should do something different. Good night from day 3 here at Woods Hole Shelter, just by Blood Mountain. It is so cold already. It's only like 7 o'clock, and it's so cold that I'm just ready to get in bed right now and warm up. That's really the only way to warm up, is get inside your quilt and just bundle up. I have all my clothes on again except my t-shirt and my rain jacket, I guess. So I have my base layer, my long sleeve t-shirt, my Melendana hoodie, and the puffy, but I'm not gonna wear the puffy to sleep. I'm gonna keep it near me, and then once around 5 o'clock when I get cold again, I'll put it on. But for right now, I'm like shivering. I hope I can hold the camera still. But all right, folks, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna head over Blood Mountain and actually go into town. We're gonna go into a bed and breakfast just so I can charge everything up and get some videos done. It's just too cold to do any work out here. The little fingers are freezing. All right, good night, bye. Thanks for watching.